today we are live in all places, and I bet you no one's up today. It's a cold day in Melbourne. It's dark outside, and I've got a bit of a cough, so we've had hot days, cold days. Yesterday was hot, today's freezing. So now on the front, when I come up online, it's not going to show this photo. I'll fix it up later because we were my grandson's sleeping in the room. You can see his mattress behind me. I had to run him out of bed, and then I realised I hadn't taken a photo last night. So this is from the new catalogue. It is the stamp sets called Boardwalk Fun and Stampin', Cut and Emboss. And as you know, my twins, so their birthday's in a month, and so I made the Gears card on Facebook live a few days last week, and so that's for one twin, and now I've done the other one for the other twin, one that won't go on a roller coaster, so it's not for him. So, and then we've got on the back, oh sorry, I blurred that too fast. It's got, if you put it like that, it's got the roller coaster as well. It was funny, we took the kids to Disneyland when we were in America. No, in Germany. And we lined up to go on the roller coaster, and the twin that doesn't like this, he ran off. And so I had to run off with him, so my husband and the other one went. But he's done that all his life. Go to the dinosaur show. Wanted to go, desperately wanted to go. They weren't like the movie they watched when they were kids, the little dinosaur train. It was real dinosaurs, and they were scary. So back to something scary. Here we are again, another catalogue coming out in January. These are from this catalogue, as was last night's card. And last night being not Boardwalk, but was the Nature's Symphony. I think I've got it. Oh goodness, I can't find it now. I've thrown it in my box, and I've got cut. Here you are. Last night's card was the Symphony. See, isn't that cute? Just opens up like that, and you've got your thing on the back. Only because, like, that was, you make me smile, but even if I'd left one page to write, it was probably impossible unless you wrote there. And then that's not really giving your best friend that I like a lot a good go. So that was yesterday's card. If you go back, have a look, that's fine. If not, so today we're on Boardwalk Fun, and it's got some massive stamps. As was yesterday's card, we had to use this big block, which, as I did say then, was 4.5 by 3.5 big. But in this card, I had to pull out another monster. I probably could have used that. Is this one to get the whole thing in? I don't think that one would. No, that one wouldn't get it in. So I had to go back to my stamp set and bring out the massive 5 3/4 by 2 1/4, and use that, because look at the size of these stamps. And I always print them out on one side, and then I stick them down there. And they come with the hard plastic, so I use the little soft one on the top. That's just the thing, and I seal down, see the lines underneath? My tear and tape. I seal that down, and then I put them the same way I would if I stamped them. So that's a nifty way to do it. I hadn't done yesterday's cards, I forgot about that. So look at this. Would have been nice if I'd done it in blue, but because of my Coastal Cabana colours, so the colours in the suite, because I got the stamps and dies, and I got the DSP. So the DSP has Blackberry Bliss, Bubble Bath, Daffodil Delight, granny's apple, lemon lolly, petulia pop. Oh my goodness, pool party, which is what my card's done in pool party. Oh God, I got down to the French or something. La Plasticine, Pretty Peacock, Secret Sea, Strawberry Slush, Summer Splash, and Timid Tiger. So you can just get the paper, but there's only 2 sheets with the roundabout on, the Ferris wheel, and then there's this one, and of course 2 of each. Oh, now I can't get my nails over there. That's a plain one, which is good. And look at the sunshine on the back. And then I did this one, which was, I did this. I was going to do it all in that, but I found it was a bit bland. So I wanted a bit of, you know, glorious sun while you're at the park or at night time. I put stars on. I can't confused, aren't I? So I used that. I was going to use that, but it took up too much, and it would have, I wouldn't have got my palm trees in properly. So that was my DSP. And in here is page, it's called Beach Time Boardwalk. And when you get the catalogue in January the 4th, as Go is open, it is page 63. If you need help, if you need a catalogue, I've got some, just contact me. And if you've shopped with me, you're quite welcome to get a catalogue for free. I'll post it to you. If you live in Melbourne, I might drive it to you because my one of my lads needs hours. Good morning. How are you? I see some people popping on. I hope you're okay. I mean, it's a weird day. Oh, I'm not allowed to open that. What was the one I just saw that I'm using? Yeah, see, there's the paper. You're not opening it. I didn't open it. So my photo when it comes up will be last night's photo, so I'm going to change it when I finish my live. But because my grandson was in bed and I sort of just hopped him out with half an hour, I'd forgotten I didn't take a photo. Maybe because I was a bit tired last night. We are leading up to Christmas, so let's get on to this. So all the information is in the front of the card. I had to use my minis. It's nice to bring your minis out. And this is the Summer Splash. So I haven't used much of Summer Splash until now, until I got this suite, and I thought, wow, I like this suite. I don't seem to see. I told you I've got a bit of a cough because of the weather here is just going up and down, up and down. So because these yesterday and today is my last lives before Christmas, I thought I've just cut out everything so I don't have to sit and cut it all out with you and take your time up, because I know everyone's busy with Christmas and getting ready for it, or getting ready for whatever celebration you do at this time of the year. So there's quite a little bit of bits I've cut out. So our card stock and our we're putting a little panel across it. This is the Summer Splash that I've done all my circles in. We've got a piece of white for stamping, and we've got all our bits and pieces for the front. Hopefully that's everything in there. An envelope ready. As you can see on this envelope, we've stamped with the leaves. So, and there's another white piece of cardstock for the back of the back. Excuse me. I need to get my trimmer. We do our measurements on here, okay? So it is, according to my thing, it is 4 1/4 by 11, and I think for some reason I've got it dead on 11. How's that? Got a little mark on there. Oh no, it's alright. So we're going to score that. I'll just put this out of the road. We are going to score at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. Not with the blade. And 5 1/2. And we're going to do that again with our 1 1/2, our 1 1/4 inch piece. 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. Alright, so I got that, and we're folding that one. I'm just having a look, and that's right. Okay, so that one's there, and we'll just do the same with this, back and forward, and make sure it's at the top before you do your bone folding. So I always want to really make sure, because I find these 2 3/4 and that sometimes can be, if they're not totally correct, so if they get your fingers on there and just make sure you bone fold up so it's correct. I think I need a drink of water, which I have right beside me, so if you excuse me 1 second, I'll have a little drink of water. Oh, hopefully wherever you are, if you're in America watching, I think you're in cold weather. Okay, so this is going to go on like that once it's done. So first of all, we'll just add all our DSP. So I'm doing this one. I was going to do that, but it sort of disappeared into the card, doesn't it? Do you agree with that? I think it just disappeared, so I changed my mind and went upside down. And I can do that. So we're down here, and all that nice sunny cloud behind the Ferris wheel. Now if you're in a cold place, it could be snow. Could be a what's that storm that happens with all the lights. Could be one of those. Okay, so we're going to just do all that. Line them up, make sure they're even. With the glue, you get a little bit of wiggle. That's it. I didn't put anything on that side because I just didn't think I needed it. It's already busy enough and you don't want to overdo it. Okay. Now on this one, I actually have done it this way, just to give it a little bit more of a colour to it. Oh, these are nice skinny long ones. Not too much glue so it doesn't stick out. I got one of my Christmas cards returned yesterday. Wrong address. The person has moved, and I rang her. I sent her a message and said, "Oh, I got your card back," and she goes, "I haven't moved. I sent it to the wrong address." Because when we moved here to this house a year and a half ago, I have lost one of my diaries, and I had her number on my phone, but I hadn't changed it. So anyway, I sent her a photo of it and said, "Happy Christmas." I might forward it to her later. Now, we can't put this on yet, but there is something you need to notice before when we start. So when you line it up on the line, so say we pick that dark line, we'll start on the 11. This will go 1 1/4 inches, so 10 1/4. So you're going to have to note that when we come to that, because we're putting this on here. So to do that, I've got a scrap of paper, and at the same time we'll do the rest of our stamping so that we've got that ready. So as you can see, I've stamped out the big massive one, and oh, I love that blue. One of my favourites, blueberry bushel. So it's a shame these are so flimsy, because I wouldn't mind having a really nice hard one on there. Let that sink down there. I'll just put that up there for a minute. Well, actually, what's that? Happy birthday we need. So I'll take that out. We need happy birthday. We need the pines. I think it was only this one on the back. No, it was the big one and the baby one. Get your fingernails in to pull them out so you don't rip them. Okay, and the baby. So I'll put the big one on here. And we'll put the baby on the baby. I'm easily amused, aren't I? Alright, that's now. And we've also got nothing else. How did that move? That should have been... Oh, maybe I didn't see that properly. Celebrate goes down. There we go. Got to do it properly so I know where they are. It's good having the picture stamped out. So all I did was stamp all those, turned it over, pushed it down. The only reason I wet it was because it was a bit wet when I was cleaning it. So wait for a little bit before you clean and clean up again. Don't be like me. Learn from my mistakes. Now, here we go. I'm lining it right up with the bottom. It's a bit hard to see. And I'm just going to get my stamp, my, what am I called? My memento. My other one was a bit over stamped. So just check around to see you've got the train is properly dark and all your, if you look up here, see, that looks a bit like it's not grabbing, so just make sure you've got everything on there. And then just one more for luck. Oh, might have taken off that heavy dark one. I want that. We're going to do it twice because one, we're going to do it on here, and I'm just going to lay it down in a bed of roses. You all know who that's from. Okay, just put that to the side for a second. And I'm going to do it again on here. Be a really nice card for all the kids out there. They all love Luna Park. Well, I'm in Melbourne, so we have Luna Park, but I'm sure everywhere you go in the world there's a fun park with a Ferris wheel and a roller coaster. Alright, so we're going to do it on the bottom of our card now. I am going to start at that end because it's not wide enough to give it all. And excuse my hairline. There we go. Ooh. Clean that up. Look at my fingers. All the ink everywhere. I'll wipe it on my towel. Okay. Pop that back. And we've got a couple of if I remember rightly, I've got a couple of palm trees on that and palms on my envelope. So, don't want that anywhere. So, Summer Splash. And I brought one palm tree up from the side there. Oh, they're so rich, isn't it, that Summer Splash? I never liked it when I first got it, and where did I put the other one? Just over on the back. Alright. Is that lovely? So nice and Okay, we want the big one first. You know I love putting things on my envelopes. It doesn't matter when you post it if it's on the side. I'm sure the postie might think it's nice. And I even did one over here. We write our addresses on the back. I know in America you write them up in the corner. And Scotland do, and other ones. Now, is that enough stamping with that? I think so. So I've got my envelope. I've got my back of my card, which I'll just pop on now. So I've put it on, and I've got to stamp the happy birthday. So this is really nice for, I think, a teenager. Make sure I've got it the right way. Which way am I doing? I'm going like that, so my has to go like this. Make sure you double check everything. I did give a card away once and had one upside down, so I had to quickly, I was about to give it them, make another one and cover it, because you can do that. The cardstock with stamping up so strong that you can't see underneath it. So alright, so we've got that, we've got our envelope, we need to stamp our happy birthday. That's excellent. I don't have to do any cooking this. I've got to, when I leave Finichia, I've got to make a found this recipe in Donna Hay, and it's a strawberry tart, and it is not a tart like you think. It's sorry, raspberry shortcake. But it's like a tart thing. You make it in a tray and you bake it, and then you cut out stars after you put the raspberry jam on the shortbread base. You put the stars on, and it looks really cute. I made one for 2 days ago, and it was gone. I went to get some in the morning and it was all gone. Whoever came and got that last piece I missed out on. Okay, so we now have put this on. So as you can see, it just sits on the top like that. So we're going to glue it just a bit in here and in here. Alright. And make sure you got it the right way round. And we just place it in there. Okay, so that will, I'll just put the block on that for a minute, and I'll just clean those other blocks while I'm waiting that 1 minute. And gosh almighty. Now while I am waiting, I'll also cut out this. So this one I've, I'll use my proper scissors. I've just cut by hand. There isn't a die for this big one. I suppose it's because on some of the pictures in the catalogue they've just drawn it, stamped it onto the stamp. But I wanted it to stand out, so, and I'm just different, okay? Oh, goodness gracious. Here we go, come on. There you go. And more scrap for later. Now, what we're going to do is put this above here. And I did it on dimensionals just so that it lifts it up. But that's not the minis for this one, this is the big ones. Hi, some more have come on. Welcome. We're halfway through, so hopefully you like it. I think we need to cut a little bit off of this. If I'm correct, we do. So we're going to go right to that line and we definitely have to cut off. So what I'm going to do is actually cut a little bit off this line, because you can see that and I don't want to lose that. Alright, so that will go right there. Oh, sorry. Oh, so we're hopefully everyone's going to have a nice holidays and do something different. Unfortunately, we're not going away. We have dogs, and dogs means kennels charge you an arm and a leg. So we are home for the holidays, which is going to be quite nice because it's, as I said, we've still got two 17-year-olds, nearly 17-year-olds at home. And we can do some stuff. Where's my bin? Oh, there it is. My instructions are on top of it. And hopefully just have a bit of fun. The boys want to see the new Avatar movie. They like that, and I actually do enjoy that, so I'll go and see that. One of my lads wanted to go to Sydney to see the boxing, MMA, and I said, oh yeah, we'll go, because I watch it with him, because that's one of his passions. And I'm just going to quickly whip that up a little bit and bring it down right to the end. It's because I've left a bit of white, it shows a bit more than I want to. Okay, so that's in. It's one of those not got a thing. Oh, yep. Just making sure. Now, in here is all the stuff. So this is the die cut. So the die cut cuts that out for you. And then you get a second. Let's have a look. So it cuts out this. Then it cuts, you have a wee block that you cut those out in one go, not individual. That cuts out 6 at a time. So you need twice of that. That's the trains, you only need one, and then there's the stars for the sky. There's a ticket, but there was no room, and just the palms. So it's quite happy. So I'll just pop all this out here. Make sure there's nothing left in the bag. Right. So I am putting the train onto, I'm just making sure it's the right way. I'm putting the train on top of the rails. Probably could have done a red one maybe. No, the rest of the card's too dark, so I've got a blue one. And it's raining. Oh my gosh, my sheets are on the line. Oh well, they get a rinse. Michael? No one's there. Alright, so now, see all these little pink things here? Wait one sec. Indy, can you run and get the sheets off the line? Yep. It's raining. Oh, sorry, I did have to, because I washed all, because I had all my grandkids here, my 2 grandkids here and my son. I did all their sheets when they left. Alright, so I'm just going to pull out all the pink ones, and I've got them upside. I want to put them face up. I'll show you why. Oh goodness, come on, turn over. This is concentration, guys. So, yeah, so I washed all the sheets. I washed 4 loads yesterday. How boring am I? But it has to be done. And because the girls had doonas and sheets, and then my son they were sleeping in our room. And because his girls sleep in our walk-in robes. And he did that. So now one thing too, Stampin' Up, go on my site, Annette Falconer stampingup.net, and they have at the moment, I'm just going to get this piece of paper I had here somewhere, just so I don't get glue everywhere. Go to Last Chance, because that's doing really well at the moment. So what I found is I actually could get my silicone mat under there. I put that on, and then all I did was just dot all the circles, just a little bit above and below, all the way around. So yes, I had lots and lots of sheets. I'll just put a little bit more on those ones, because they got to keep them in, the bottom ones. Alright, just a touch at the top, all the way, keep going. So we have a Ferris wheel. Now just pick them up and pop them on, and some of them are facing different ways as they roll around, so you'll notice that when you get there. Oh. Let's hold that with my... So this was the fastest way I could work out, too fiddly to do it the other way. So once you get into rhythm, you're fine. I just found I was going to put the glue on up here, but it's just too fiddly. So good tricks you learn from people, isn't it? That one's got a bit much up there. I'm just going to pinch it. Take that out. Oh, sorry. Yeah, one more. Where is it? Oh, you sneaky boy. Are you in here? There it is. You notice I called him a boy. I don't know why. With having like 4 boys I've got, I'm sure it's a boy. Oh, it's gone again because I wiped it. Right, let's go again. Okay. Alright, last but not least, here's our last one. See, there's some of the swings are going sideways, and look at them all. I'll just let it get. There you go, look at that. They're all going different ways, aren't they? Okay, so back to our card side. Now, what I'm doing is only putting that on from the circle. I don't want to cover all of that because it's too nice, and I don't want to put it completely over there because it looks like naff. So I'm going from there to there. So what I'm going to do is this hard post, the circle, and around behind these ones. So the minis are fabulous for this. Where are they? Here. So I can put one big one in the middle, and then what I'm going to do, as I said, from here around, I'm going to put the minis. So this will definitely take a little bit of time, so forgive me. No one's chatting, so I haven't any answers for anybody. Now, where was I? So I'm going to put one behind there, just making sure I'm talking to myself in the right place. Okay. One there. And one up there. I'm going to put another one just in there. And I'm trying to pack this sort of side, oh, one come off, so that it doesn't, with all the opening and shutting, it's okay. Now you can't really see the white behind because they are minis, so let's get them all off. Now also January the 4th, if I'm correct, is the day that is live, and so for the catalogue, January catalogue, there's also new exclusives that come on that day. It's a lot of choices, folks, a lot of choices. So I found it a bit hard to keep up with it all. Now I also am going to put them on the little ones on the bottom, because you can't see, they go onto the base of the card, so they're not going to affect you shutting and opening your card. We've got some nails. Sometimes they're handy, sometimes they're not. So now, as I said, this corner one will go to that corner down to there, and those ones will all hold it on. When they open, there's nothing on the back of that. See? So that's our Ferris wheel there. So we've got a big palm over the back. Where's my... Where did I just put my... That's here. And I'm just going to fill her up with my Summer Splash palms, and I just need to get that in there and down, right down to that line. That's one of our palms, and then I do have just the tiniest little one where because I can't get it in, I can, but I don't want to see that. I just want to pretend it's behind there. So I'm going to cut that quite low, and then I'm going to stick it so that it looks like it's coming behind the line. Trickery, trickery. Okay. The palm there. Okay, so we've got our happy birthdays going down here. No flowers and bows on here. I haven't even put bling because I think it's busy enough. What do you reckon? Is it busy enough? Yeah, I agree. Totally agree. I think it is. So I'm just going to put that down there. And you know what? They'll open the card, they go, oh, thanks, Mum. I just put it in the wrong bucket. And it'll go away. They do like getting all my birthday cards to give to their friends, though. Alright. Now, I haven't put anything here because it is busy. And I don't want it to take away from the roller coaster ride, do I? So, we're nearly done. We just have to put... Here I go again, some palms over here. Where did I have? I had a nice big one. You can slip those under because I put them on. I have put them on the dimensionals, the roller coaster, so I can just slip that under. There's even a few trees for luck. And again, I've put the stars. I'll turn that over instead of dimensionals. So, one there. And one here. We're coming to an end, guys. We did we go on at night time? I can't remember. Our first trip was to America for, we went to Disneyland there with the older two boys, and then the second trip to Disneyland was with the younger two. We went on this ride, and the twin that hates the roller coasters and that, we got on it and we thought it was a Nemo ride, and I thought, you know, he was 9, and I thought, oh, seven, and I thought he'll be right. And we got on the ride, and it had 2 seats facing forward and 2 seats facing back. So me and my scared one got on the back because I thought, oh, this will be all right. Wow. Within seconds it went whoosh, and it turned around and we went down into this darkness, and I felt him climbing, and I just grabbed his arms and held him. Oh, honestly, he got bruises on his arms. I held him. I was so terrified that he would jump out. Oh my God, it was scary as. So we never put him on another roller coaster, or he wouldn't even go near them after that. Went to the Tomb one, and he wouldn't even go on it. Wouldn't go near it, got in the line and run away, so I didn't want to go on it, but he went on the shoot 'em up ones, that he was fine with that. So how's that, guys? What do you reckon? I've still got some palm trees left. So you can go to my shop, annetteFalconer.stampinup.net, and purchase whatever you want. If you want to buy something from there, send me allow them to send me a letter, and I'll send you either a kit to make up if you'd like, or I'll just send you cards that you can use. I find cards that you can use, at least you've got them there and you can still make them. So, how's that? Anybody like it? Can I have some ticks? Yes, no, maybe. Okay, alright. Thank you very much for coming on. Have a great Christmas, or your break for Christmas, mate. Make sure you have a good time, stay safe, drive nicely, and have fun. Bye.